Hello and welcome again. If you're familiar with my postings by this time, you would know that every now and again I do this. My name is John Asegu. I am Africa's leading emotional intelligence expert. I'm a consultant, I'm a therapist, I'm a coach, I'm an author. Um, Part of what I do is to help people to leverage the power of emotions to maximize potential and reach peak performance. I do this through executive coaching, corporate training, one on one coaching, group coaching, authoring of books, writing of articles, speaking at seminars and conferences, and doing therapy. And so every now and again, I come live to um, empower someone with the tools that they need to be able to maximize their emotions to their advantage. I like to say that emotions are primary drivers of everything we do. So our existence in its effect cannot be complete without the role of our emotions. There's a saying that emotions drive people and people drive performance. There's also a saying that emotions determine behavior. However, what I've found over the years is that many people do not understand, and some have not come to appreciate the power of emotions and how they affect our lives. Emotions have impact on our businesses, they have impact on our relationships, they have impact on our personal development, they have impact on almost every area, not almost every area of our life. Whatever you see that exists today, will be it a car, a house, a fan, whatever it is, there's an emotional inclination to the creation of that thing. That thing came into existence has some form of emotional inclination if you do your research very well. And today, quickly, like I like to do, I like to teach you, you know, 5 things you can do when you feel lonely. All right, 5 things you can do when you feel lonely. Like I said, we are embodiment of emotions. Every time we are feeling, there's no point in time that you're not feeling some one thing or another. The feeling may vary from anxiety, may vary from loneliness, sadness, happiness, joy, excitement, grief, aggression, rage, name it. Per time you are feeling something. And many times I've come to find out that it is either we don't know what we're feeling or we don't know what to do with it. So there are some people who have not learned emotional intelligence, so they can't tell the difference between when they are sad and when they are anxious. All right, that's like a fundamental thing. That's what we teach in self-awareness. Ability to label your emotions, very critical. But today, I quickly want to help you with quick tips on what you can do when you feel lonely. Every now and again, life would happen to us, in one way or another, and we may feel lonely. And sometimes you can be in the midst of a lot of people and actually feel lonely. So loneliness sometimes going to function of being in the presence or in the absence of people. It's usually a very personal thing and it's very internal. So I want to give you 5 tips that you can apply when you feel lonely. Number one, get outside. All right. When you feel lonely, it's a good opportunity. Many times when we are lonely, the tendency is to stay inside, because we're already feeling alone, so we keep ourselves inside. That's very counterproductive. And what I've learned many times is sometimes it is safer to do the opposite of what you feel like doing. So when you're feeling lonely, your body is telling you to stay indoors. That's a good time to go outside. Take a walk. From personal experience, I've learned that taking a walk is very therapeutic. I'm not saying go and buy something. This a walk is different from having an intention for which you are going out. Taking a walk is, you're not going to get anything, you're not running any errands. No, you are just walking. Do that for 30 minutes to 1 hour every day. Trust me, you'll find a lot of impact in your mental health. So when you feel lonely, get outside, take a walk, go to a park, just walk around and you find yourself. So what happens when we walk is that our body secretes certain hormones that helps us relax. That's why even in mental health we encourage exercise. But when you use the word exercise, it sounds ambiguous. I would say just take a walk. A 30 minutes, 1 hour walk will do a lot of good to you when you feel lonely. Number 2, engage nature. Nature is so powerful that we find energy when we are around nature. And very few people take advantage of this. The next time you are lonely, go by a lake, go by a river, go into a garden, go to a place where there are animals, and spend time around there. When you spend time in that environment, by the time you are leaving that environment, you feel better. There's something around nature that energizes us. There's something about nature that reshapes our mind. There's something about nature that encourages us. There's something about nature that rejuvenates our energy. So go by the stream, just listen to the water and watch it pass through, and be there for about an hour, and then you find yourself feeling better. Number 3, of course, very powerful, talk to someone about the way you're feeling. Okay, many people, because of societal norms, tend to keep quiet about their feelings, especially the males. The next time you feel lonely, please look for someone you trust, that is dependable and credible, to talk about the way you feel. According to what we teach in emotional intelligence, just sharing the way you feel is like 30% of the job of feeling, to the point of getting better. So do not bottle your feelings. Talk to someone about that you are feeling lonely. Just voicing that, oh, I'm calling you because I feel lonely, is a way of getting better in itself. So when you feel lonely, talk to someone you can trust about it. And then number 4, do something you love. Engage in something you love. Engage in something you love. So one way to get out of loneliness is to identify something you enjoy doing, and then every time you are lonely, get at that thing. If you enjoy to write, when you feel lonely, pick up writing. If you do not enjoy to write and you try to write when you are lonely, you'll be frustrated. All right. Loneliness is not an avenue to waste your time on activities that will not benefit you. So when I say something you enjoy, let it also be something productive, because we also find energy in productivity as human beings. So find something you love that is either of service to you, improve yourself, or is of service to another person. So for example, if you read when you are lonely, probability is that you will feel energized. If you read a book about, let's say, personal development books when you feel lonely, that may be a productive venture and also a good way to gain energy, especially if you enjoy reading. If you do not enjoy reading, it may be frustrating. So which is why I said, do something you love that is productive. By productive, I mean that is of service to you or of service to others. So of course, something you love may be going to volunteer at an NGO to serve when you feel lonely, serving people, going to help others with chores that they cannot help themselves with, could help to rejuvenate your energy. And then lastly, remind yourself that that feeling is temporal. If you're feeling lonely, please remind yourself that it's only temporal. If you remember, if you're in Nigeria and you remember 2020, when the COVID struck and everywhere was shut down, we couldn't go out. It was like the world was about to come to an end, and many people slipped into depression. Many people got frustrated. Many things went wrong for many. But here we are today. We are going out again. So many people were lonely, depressed, frustrated, and things like that. So you need to always tell yourself that this feeling of loneliness is only temporal and is going to pass. All right. So let me recap quickly. Number 1, I said one thing you can do when you feel lonely is to get outside, take a walk. Just taking a walk without necessarily having any aim of where you're going to. Taking a 30 minutes and coming back home may go a long way to help you feel better. Number 2, engage nature. Spend time by the stream, in a garden full of plants, where animals are, intentionally can help you actually feel better when you're lonely. And number 3, I said talk to someone about it. Talk about how you feel. And by that I say that if you voice your feeling, just saying I feel lonely alone goes a long way and in contributing to helping you feel better. And number 5, I said do something you love. something you love that is productive. And by productive, I said it has to be of service to you, of service to others. And lastly, I said remind yourself when you're lonely, and sometimes you need to do this vocally. Tell yourself that this is only temporary, it's not permanent. This feeling and this time, whatever created this feeling of loneliness, is going to pass. And if you do these 5 things, I promise you, you're going to begin to feel better. I hope this helps. Do let me know. If you watched this video to this point, it means that you really enjoyed and got value from it. Please leave a comment, leave a thought, share this video, and if you need us to work together in any way, please feel free to reach out. Like I said, I help people leverage emotions to maximize potential and reach big performance. Are you organizing a conference? Do you have someone who's going through depression? All right. Do you own a company and you want your productivity to go up? I'm the guy you should be speaking to. Until I see you next time. Bye for now.